get situated with all my stuff. All right.
Okay.
Cocktail, e-cig,
Beer.
Huggy pillow.
Yep.
For me to-
Huggies pull-ups for
snug
me.
on. Huggies pull-ups.
For me.
Those are so hot.
They are. Thank you. It's
The
just all I'm
sexiest,
wearing.
most flattering underwear.
I'm shirtless, just wearing diaper.
Yeah, I like that little your little dye.
Thanks.
Your little bonnet.
They shouldn't fit me, but they do.
Is that a pacifier in your mouth? Or are you just happy to see me?
I have a very, I have a very slight body and penis.
And welcome to Not That It Matters. I am your perennial host,
Yes.
Alex Panu.
Okay.
And I'm joined by, for the first time, I believe,
Yes.
Nick Lanham.
Yes.
Right, yeah, for the first time, Nick.
Hello, Alex. Long-time
Hi.
listener, first-time caller.
Yeah, so what do you think about those MAGA hat kids? Trying to get your hot take.
What about old Nick Sandman?
Nick Sandman.
That's the name of the kid that stood in front of the Indian.
Nick
Native
Sandman.
American, excuse me.
Is he the Sandman from Spider-Man 3's son?
No, that's Nick Sandman.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my apologies.
Nick Sandman.
Yeah, simple spelling mistake.
That's just a pronunciation deal. He's got two N's in this. This one does. The MAGA kid.
Dude, we have a problem of starting these things very late nowadays.
That's
It
true.
is currently midnight, and we are just starting to record. We tried to start
I didn't know that. And by they, I mean whoever
Oh,
listens.
sorry. You out there in podcast land don't know that it's midnight.
Yeah.
And Alex is a sleepy boy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, what did Alex do today?
I did a lot of shit today.
No, but in terms of sort of professional and academic commitments.
Oh, in terms of a job?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do anything. In terms of other things, ran a lot of errands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to Target.
Oh, wait, Aaron, who?
Bought a board game.
Bought a board game. What board game did you buy?
Ticket to Ride.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's
pretty popular.
Very
right now.
fun.
Yeah.
It is the most fun I've ever had. We played it all over Christmas before we went on the road trip, and it is the best.
Are you a fan of like genre horror games? No, genre horror games, board games.
genre board games?
Yeah. Like, have you ever played like Betrayal at the House on the Hill?
No.
You
I
probably
did
like
see
one.
that though.
It's a really cool game.
Yeah, I saw
my
that. It was
friends
kind
have
of cool.
that one. It's
I
great.
almost bought. I've never played Settlers of Catan.
That's a huge one.
It's a giant
I've
game.
never played it either, but I
but
wanted
there's a
to.
Game of Thrones branded one.
I know.
And I was like, oh, I might.
Speaking of got,
Oh,
you wanna
was
be-
that a segue?
Do you want to be a couple of got bros for a second?
Segue.
Was that a segue?
Yeah.
Or a sieg?
If you're just reading it spelling wise,
Yeah. Oh, have you ever listened to?
and your ESL,
Have you ever listened? You listen to Serious Issues, right?
Occasionally, yeah.
Levins on there for the longest time would always say Sieg. And I was like, maybe in Australia, that's what they say instead of Segway. And then one episode, Siobhan finally goes, are you saying Segway? And he's like,
no.
And he's like, wait, what are you talking about? And she's like, when you say Sieg and you change subjects, are you saying Segway? And
He
he's
was
like,
yes.
he literally, you can just hear him go, like it dawns on him at the age of like 35.
Oh no.
He's been saying Sieg.
Oh, that's
instead
the
of
worst.
Segway
That's also
for years.
I just had the same thing on. I was listening to Your Mom's House, a podcast that I listen to, and there's this comic.
It's just you.
It's just me.
Your
Yeah,
mom's house.
I mean, it's very specific to my humor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's a whole clip the other day of a guy sticking a butt plug in his ass and reviewing it.
Yeah, we listened to that one of that guy farting in that girl's mouth.
Oh, it was great. But this guy Josh Potter was on, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been doing it since elementary school," and he said it like that.
Elementary.
And they're like, yeah, wait, what school was that again? He's like, oh, my elementary school. And he didn't realize that he was saying it fucked up, and he just kept saying it.
Do you have one? Do you have a word that you can't say?
I don't know. I'll definitely know when it comes up.
I feel like I say February. Like
Wait, that's how you say February?
No, I don't. I say it differently every time. I feel like, and I don't mean to.
Do you ever pronounce the R, the first R? February.
February.
It sounds silly.
February.
Do you ever do Wednesday? I do that when I'm trying to spell it in my head.
I do. Yeah, that's how I spell it in my head. Yeah,
Wednesday.
Or to get her instead of together. That's how I learned together.
I do connect. I cut for Connecticut.
Do you ever go MISSI
No, I don't do that one, but I do bananas BANNS.
Well, yeah, read this.
I also I tried to say it really fast, and I realized that I just said BANNS.
Yeah, you did it like the Mississippi of bananas.
That's if you have a really bad book and you're like in a Christian area.
What would
They get bands with multiple ends.
what would the sex act, the Mississippi banana be?
Mississippi banana?
Yeah, what would that be?
It's when one cousin deep throats her other cousin.
I feel like I'm going to let you go full like
Mississippi banana.
Jim Norton and just set you up for really weird things for the rest of this podcast.
That'd be fun. I could do that.
We'll go through things, but I feel like I'm going to
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Okay.
We set it up earlier.
Yeah.
Before we get way too off the rails in the first 5 minutes.
I feel like I'm in that spot where, like, as a super nerd, I'm like, I have like you, especially when you get way too into the lore of things and you start to be like, oh, I wonder what this character is going to do, like based on what I know about them because they're real. Like, so I was thinking, like, one thing that occurred to me is, so we know that Bran and Sam are the only two people that know that Daenerys and Jon are related, that are alive.
Yes.
Do you
I believe so, yeah. Three-Eyed Raven, and then how did old Samwise?
Bran showed him, remember, in that vision.
Oh,
at the end.
Yeah.
By the way, fuck you if you've not seen it. Spoilers, but like,
came out 2 years ago.
You have no excuse. Like, I'm sorry. Do we ever decide what's the limit on spoilers? I think it's a week or two for something like that. For Game of Thrones,
maybe a month.
Okay, that's being very generous.
I mean, a month for movies. 2 weeks. 2 weeks for TV.
Yes, yeah.
2 weeks
for TV.
I really hope
HBO.
Ethan is listening to this, just so we spoil it before he gets to season.
He's seen it all.
He has?
Yeah, I gave him my HBO. He's seen it all.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're welcome, Ethan. You little shit.
Good for him.
Yeah. Hey,
I like how the audience, we keep mentioning Ethan, and they're never going to meet him because we're never releasing that podcast.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Neither of us have listened to it, but we know
it needs.
I'm going to listen to it, and it's
brutal.
Have you listened to it?
No, but I just know it's bad.
Yeah, we made Ethan use this like shovel microphone. It was a Surface mic.
Yeah, it was a mic that you're supposed to just like set on a table and it like picks up vibrations.
It's not because we didn't have another mic for him to use. It's because for some reason it just wouldn't work.
Yeah. This piece of shit equipment Nick bought.
It's not. It works fine for everything else. Well, we can always upgrade. But what was it?
Nah.
Well, maybe. You know me. You said let's do a podcast, and I came back with a mix board. And
you came back with $1,000 worth of equipment. You fucking lunatic.
How you doing? That's me.
Jesus Christ.
But I was going to say, do you think that Game of Thrones feels like the type of show where they'll present you with that kind of information, but that will never actually become a conflict in the show? Like, I wonder if the show will end and Daenerys and Jon have no idea that they're
there's no way.
F-U?
It'll come up.
Maybe.
It'll come up this season for sure. Right after they banged at the end of season 7.
Yeah.
So they banged at the end of season 7.
Yes.
That's going to come up quick.
Well, because Tyrion was outside the door and he knew.
Sam also, yes, he knew that they fucked.
Yeah, he doesn't know
but Sam also is leaving the Citadel, and he's probably going to leave with Jorah Mormont.
He's in Winterfell already.
Sam is?
Yeah, that's how he saw Bran. That's how he got that vision.
Fuck. I just started watching
forever ago.
I just started watching season 7 again.
Oh, yeah,
I just started watching it like last week, and I didn't remember that he goes back to Winterfell.
Yeah.
Damn it!
You don't think there's a possibility that they end the show with Daenerys? No, well, that we'd still know, but that they end the show and Sam would decide for the 7 kingdoms to remain whole, that they get to stay together and they sit on the throne together. That feels like a very Game of Thrones thing to do.
Or they find out and they don't care.
That's true.
Because incest is made very normal in Game of Thrones.
But it's not, because they say that, but everybody talks so much shit on the Lannisters because of that.
That's also twin brother and sister. It's a little different when it's like aunt and nephew that's like kind of removed, grew up like different places, like never met before.
They're still aunt and nephew.
That's still way different though than twins growing up their entire lives.
Let me put it in a different perspective.
And then
Daenerys is fucking her brother's son.
Yeah. When you really lay it out there like that, it sounds
weird,
fucked up.
but that does sound worse.
Oh, it sounds way worse.
I know. I just feel like
sounds like one of those like mugshots you see that are on like Fox News National. It's like, look at this hot like 30-year-old woman that fucked a 14-year-old boy.
Isn't it weird when you're in
That's
high
like
school?
when you think like you're fucking your brother's son. It feels like something weird like that.
Have you seen that SNL skit where Pete Davidson plays he's on trial as like the teacher's on trial that he had sex with him as a high school student, and he's just like he's supposed to answer really sad. Yeah, he was like, I walked around, I got a lot of high fives. They show
Isn't
up,
it like his mom like
she's really upset.
Like,
yeah.
bad.
And the teacher's like, "You're so crazy." Like she's so into
like,
him.
Yeah. She's like, he's such a flirt.
Okay. Legitimately, actual guess.
Okay.
Who's on the throne at the end?
Who's on the throne at the end?
Of Westeros.
I think Daenerys and Jon find out. Daenerys rules from King's Landing, but lets Jon rule the North.
That feels like the cleanest way.
Yeah.
Which means it probably won't go that way.
There's no way.
I know.
That's what I want to happen.
Do you
Also, who is the Night King?
It's not Bran.
It's not Bran?
I don't think it's Bran.
I don't think it is either. That's a very popular theory,
That's one of the most popular. We talked about how there's that.
Well, it kind of looks like Bran in a weird way.
Yeah, but we saw
But it's
him
also
turn
grasping
into
at straws because you know the theory.
I forget. You know that scene where you see the children of like the little children that like when they stab that
stab
dude.
the guy.
That's not Bran. That's not the Night King, is it? I know he's like the first White Walker, but I don't think he's the Night King.
I think it is the Night King.
You wouldn't show that and it'd be Bran, right?
Maybe that guy could have been Bran grown up, but he also didn't have like as dark hair. He was kind of like a redhead.
Didn't look close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of like the main specific scenes in the show that I wish they would have delved into more. Well, that's more like what I'm interested in.
Well, they dropped that whole. Remember season 5? Bran's not in it at all.
Yeah, that was very annoying.
I don't know if there was contracts or why, but because they dropped that whole thing and then they changed the children because in season 4 they're CGI, and then in season 6 when they come back they're really
people.
well done prosthetics, and like maybe a little CGI like smoothing, but like it was that whole thing is so.
There were CGI
vague.
people in season 4.
The original children were, or maybe I flip flopped them. No, I think it's season 4. They're CGI.
Well, yeah, towards the end, they're definitely people.
Yeah.
Those are CGI.
Yeah.
The Hodor thing, whenever they run through the tunnel.
No. That's season 6. That's when they are people.
Okay.
I'm talking about season 4.
Because they also throw fireballs then too.
No, I know, but I'm talking about when they first get there, and the two and Jojen and Mira are still there, and Jojen dies, like saving them. Jojen Reed.
Jojen, who what is he in? Oh, he's in all the Maze Runner movies,
and I just saw him in something else. Oh, that's gonna kill me.
He's a great little actor, though.
Oh, he's the little boy in what's the one where it's like
he is. He's a little boy in a famous fucking movie.
It's the one it's the original like Valentine's. It's the Christmas one with like Bill Nighy, and the one where he's holding the cards that says like I love
Actually?
you. Love Actually.
He's in Love Actually.
He's the little boy that Liam Neeson is raising after his mom died. Yeah, he's playing the drums to woo that girl.
I legitimately love Love Actually.
It's an amazing movie.
The movie's great.
It's one of those movies that did not get good reviews either.
It didn't?
I don't think so.
It's a phenomenal movie. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
It always reminds me of The Holiday, which I'm a big romantic sap. So I love
The Holiday?
That. Yeah, I love The Holiday.
The Holiday is a great movie with Jack Black and Cameron Diaz. Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Okay.
Dude, I love Christmas.
Dude, I love Christmas.
Especially at the end of January, I love Christmas.
We watched every single Christmas movie in November.
Dude,
we finished all the Christmas movies. I was sick of Christmas movies by December 1st.
Dude, usually like in July, I'll watch like Jim Carrey's Grinch. I love that movie.
See, that movie is a little overplayed for me. I've seen it so many fucking times.
Oh,
no, I do. I love it.
I see. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Christmas presents I ever got. I got a remote control car, and it was the little car, and then the big Grinch on top of it.
Yeah, I remember that toy.
Yeah, so I had one of those. It was the best toy.
Oh, man.
It's like one of the most like memorable because I don't remember like just like random like bullshit toys that you had.
Yeah, not when you're younger.
You're like, oh, I got a G.I. Joe, but it's like
I don't remember that.
That fucking remote control Grinch got a lot of play.
Yeah, dude, the big one I remember is. Do you remember Rescue Heroes?
Rescue Heroes.
They were like action figures, but like one of them, they were like firemen and but they were like bigger, like they were like bulky, like comic booky looking, like action figures. I remember my mom just kind of went all in on Rescue Heroes one year and just got them all for me, and I remember being like, "This is the height of luxury. Like life doesn't get better.
The height of luxury.
Like this is what rich people must feel like."
Do you know what's the most luxurious? Is getting all those new characters and then taking them out to your sandbox, and you still have some firecrackers left over from 4th of July, and you start fucking putting them underneath the sand, but keep that wick out. Keep that wick out. Dude, you got a battlefield in your goddamn backyard.
Dude, yeah, I did with my G.I. Joes all the time.
Oh, it's so much fun.
And I always took my sister's Barbies and made them. I was like, my sister's like, they have to be nurses. And I was like, why can't they just fight alongside them? And I didn't even realize like the argument I was making then.
Okay.
I really didn't.
Don't come off as some feminist now.
No.
We all know it was the other way around. You were like, they should be in dresses and healing the wounded.
Hey, we can all do weird stuff that we don't even know we're doing. Remember tonight I told you I was in class and I accidentally made a weird, unintentional, like not actually racist joke. Like
it's a very racist joke.
It was not
you should
very
be ashamed
racist.
of yourself.
It was. I didn't actually mean to say that. Like,
you know me. I'm very racially sensitive.
What happened? I was in class and it's like an advertising class and we were talking about like fast food and what the experience is like when you're at a fast food chain. And I was talking about being like drunk at Taco Bell, like with my buddies, like at 1 a.m. And I was saying, that's the perfect demographic. I was like as a joke, because it's not perfect at all. I was like, that's the perfect demographic for like white men. Like that was the joke. And I just like said that and like a couple people laughed, but then I looked around and everybody was like, do you think that white men are perfect?
The perfect demographic? Yeah. Yeah. Like, we're all 4 white, blonde hair, blue-eyed men.
We're perfect. Put our hands straight in the air.
Well, 45-degree angle.
But it was one of those things too, where
palms
like
down, of course.
I literally was like, no, and my teacher's like, let's just move on, and I was like, no, let me stumble out.
Mouth diarrhea.
Yeah,
when you're just like,
yeah. And I literally had to talk over my teacher to be like, no, let me stumble through this.
Yeah,
like let me fix it. Yeah.
It's so cringy too. Because I've had like a lot of those just like random scenarios.
That one's. I know it's very innocuous. Like everybody realized I wasn't actually doing something like that, but it just comes across so bad.
Dude, those like just like obnoxiously awkward moments, like small moments like that are just like they haunt you for like a day.
Yes.
Like I've had those like where I'm like at like I'm buying like clothes or something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody like will ask me something and I'll respond to a question that they didn't ask.
And you just
and they're like, what? And I'm like, wait, what did you ask again?
Can I tell you something really
your
awkward?
hand starts sweating immediately.
Can I tell you something? You're going to be very happy about this interaction. Yeah. Because it's just me looking like an idiot.
Oh,
okay. So
that's how I jerk it at night.
Alex just texts me and says, tell me the worst thing you've done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he's masturbating.
It's every night at 4 a.m.
It's very strange. It's 4 a.m. and then also 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Masturbates. Yeah. It's a very small block of time.
I have one to get me started, one to finish me off.
2 straight hours of just thinking about.
Yeah, 2 hours of edging.
You're like, finally give me that sweet release.
So vulgar.
So I was at the Walmart by my apartment and I was like, I had like a basket of stuff. I was like, I'm going to check out. And there was an attractive girl like standing at one of the self-checkout registers.
Oh god.
And I didn't really there's like, especially at like Walmart and like at like 4 p.m. they're all full. Yeah. So when one opens up, you just go to that one. And I was right next to hers. And I just to be like cool, like I saw like she was wearing a really cool Star Wars shirt. It was like a baseball tee. Like,
did you try to be cute?
No, I was just like, hey, I like your shirt.
Oh,
and I was like, I said Mace Windu is one of my favorite characters too, because it was like a bunch of Jedi and like a baseball tee. It was like a white, like the white sleeves and the black main thing. Yeah. And she goes,
you have a shirt like that?
I have a Weekly Planet one.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was an Iron Maiden shirt.
No.
I don't know why.
I don't hate them, but I would not wear a shirt. I don't have many band tees anymore.
Sorry, go on. Star Wars girl.
Yeah.
Baseball tee.
Yeah.
Line at Target?
Walmart. And she was,
thing.
Yeah. And she like said something kind of quiet. She like laughed and like said something kind of quiet. And I was like, cool. And then she goes, what? And I was like, I don't know what you said. And I just set my basket down and she goes, and you just said cool. And I was like, I'm sorry. And I just picked up my basket and I walked to another one and then it just opened up like across the little square.
So like I walked away
and under my breath, like I didn't even realize I'd started just going, fucking what the fuck, man. So this girl just sees a guy go, I like your shirt. And then he just goes, cool to whatever she said. And then the second you ask why I said cool, I just walk away and curse under my breath.
Oh my God.
It was so uncomfortable, man.
Dude, she probably thought you were a murderer.
I think she probably thought I was on the spectrum.
Oh, yeah, that's probably more likely. But most of those people tend to murder. That's a hot take.
Yeah, unpopular opinion, but
oh, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so that's all. That's literally like I just don't even. I didn't know. I just froze. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea what happened to me,
dude. Talking to like I'm in a relationship, but still like talking to like cute girls is still like awkward.
Yeah,
like very awkward.
Well, especially now because you're like I don't want to be. I don't mean it.
But it's still like you still like just get flustered around like beautiful people.
Yeah, and you're like
we had a podcast recording at Helium last weekend, and it was like it's called the J Train podcast with this guy Jared Freed. I had never heard of it, but apparently like the entire audience like for the show is like kind of like fraternity sorority girls.
Oh, okay.
So I literally in my section in like one area I had like 6 tables of sorority girls, like in all like separate of each other,
like different sororities.
I don't know. Yeah, well, different groups of friends.
Yeah. We're all DGs.
Well, they just put off like that basic white girl like sorority vibe.
Yeah.
And so I was like walking up to a table, and I mean it'd literally be like 3 out of 4 girls were like cute, but like I wasn't like flirting at all. Yeah, I'll be mean to one of them. But like, can I get you guys started with some drinks? And I felt my face get red, and I was like, oh no,
it's dark in there,
dude. That's like I mean, that's a physical reaction to anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they immediately know too. And they're like, sure.
Yeah. You're like,
if you can handle it.
And you're like, oh.
You're like, oh, I can't handle it.
This is already too much.
Yeah. It was brutal.
Dude.
And I just had to do that for like 2 hours.
Serve them
awful.
Just repeatedly, just blush.
Dude, my face is getting red now. I'm getting embarrassed for myself.
You are a little bit. Dude,
well, I'm still like, I still feel like a fat 8th grader that like no girls ever talked to.
Dude, I think that's my problem.
Yeah, it's like past trauma of rejection that still makes you like really fucked up.
I don't mean this in like a weird way, because I'm not like a very like super attractive dude or anything like that. But I've never had problem like I've never.
Don't
been, like,
tell yourself that you're beautiful to me, baby.
You're like I need something to jack off to. Don't say that.
Save it for 4 a.m. Save it for the text.
But I've never been like scared to talk to girls. And then the girl that I talked about that I'd like dated for almost 3 years and broken up with, after we broke up, I've like something was lost in that relationship where now like when I go to, I'm like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
when you're out of the game for that long, you'll lose a lot.
I've had other relationships that were that long, and I didn't like, I'm not saying I'm like super smooth or anything, but I've never been like afraid to like be like, hey, what's going, like, you know, like talk to a girl just like in like not a weird way, but like, yeah, but still talk to somebody of that, like that you're interested in. But now I don't know. I have like, I don't mean game in like a gross way. I mean game in the sense that like I have like no, like nothing.
You have no like reservations. Like you're not like,
no, I do.
Oh, you do?
I'm saying like I can't talk to girls now.
Oh, I thought you meant like now, like you're like fine.
No, I'm the other way.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's not right.
I'm the opposite. Like it's not like I was like super cool and smooth before, but I mean like I just meant like it was never something I was scared of, and now I'm like, I don't know, something changed, and I can't like I'm just like I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's also like a symptom of getting older. It's like talking to new people.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
like
at least
it should be easier.
That's like for
older.
Me. It way should be easier.
Should be,
to talk because you've talked to so many people now.
Yeah, and you
think of how many people you've probably talked to in your life.
So, dude, all the parties you've been to in your life,
it's got to be like
thousands,
50,000.
Yeah, I bet
at least
just at least a couple of
common
words.
Interactions. Yeah.
If you
like I talked to like 6 people like at the grocery store today.
Yeah, just because.
Yeah. You're just like going by and be like, oh, hey, sorry, like I'm squeezing around you. Just like,
or just like, don't buy Apple Jacks.
Bullshit. I'm standing in a corner wearing a big Apple Jacks box.
I said, don't buy Apple Jacks.
Oh.
So you're wearing a box. What do you like?
Sorry, I'm wearing a big Apple Jacks box with a big circle and a line.
What do you think, a conspiracy guy?
Yeah.
I'm what you don't want.
The Apple Jacks are. There's cameras at the Jacks.
I'll kill your kids.
Jesus. What? Dark.
That was Alex talking.
I'll kill your kids.
So yeah, but who do you think is going to be on the throne?
That spiked hard. I couldn't get the mic away from my mouth fast enough as I coughed and laughed.
Clapped.
Tyrion would be going to be on the throne.
That's my choice, actually.
You think Jon and Dany die in war? Possibly.
No, I think Dany dies.
Think Dany dies?
Yeah, because she feels like the safest. Her and Jon's feel like the safest. I feel like he doesn't die, but I feel like he like.
They're definitely not going to kill Jon because he's already died, and so his death
doesn't have the stakes.
And not even close to the same stakes.
No,
so he's not going to die.
But what they've done with that show, though, is that she feels the safest. Therefore, she probably is the most likely to die.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, but no, she can't.
But
die.
if she's the most likely to die, she's not going to die.
She won't die.
Yeah.
So she's like the most in the middle. You know who I'd love to see? I'd love to see King in the North is Tormund Giantsbane.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's my favorite character.
Tormund and Brienne as his queen?
Oh, yes.
Brienne of Tarth.
And they're just massive children.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The
children are all like 18 feet tall.
Actual giants.
Yeah.
What do you think about the fucking... So...
The ice dragon.
So we got the ice dragon. They also have ice giants.
Yes, they do.
And they also have all the goddamn whites.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That scene at the end of 5.
Not all the whites, because remember the whites are different from
the White Walkers.
The White Walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whites are like a higher up like level.
There's 3 levels. There's like the zombie people.
That's the White Walkers.
There's the whites. No. The White Walkers. Oh no.
The White Walkers like all your zombies. Then you have like the whites, and then you have like your lieutenants.
Yeah, like the generals.
Like your Night King,
there's
and then all the other guys.
20 of them.
Yeah, something like that.
At
Probably.
most.
It's a rough number.
Not a ton. A few of them have been killed with dragon glass. So we know they can die.
Yes, of course.
But the Night King feels
dragon glass and also Valyrian steel.
But they have a purpose. Like the children created them, and I know that they don't like them. But I wonder if they.
I wonder if they'll delve into it in the prequels, which I want to do more research on.
Yeah,
before we get into them.
They're too vague right now.
Yeah, it's just like broad strokes. It's like, hey, this one's about the first men. It doesn't have a title.
Yep.
We have like 3 episodes written.
Yeah, and they don't know. Like we know only as much as they've shown in the show because they're not using anything from the books to inspire them as much.
Oh, they aren't?
Well, I mean,
it's kind of cool.
Well, the stuff.
It's
the books haven't.
Cool, but it's also
the books haven't shown any of that. They haven't gone back to that, so we can't know. No, but I think those prequels might show some of that. You're right. But we know there's one that delves with the first men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're definitely gonna like lead up to and probably go through the creation of the White Walker or of the whites. Yeah,
and then they probably will have. They said they probably will do one for Robert's Rebellion, which I'm super into.
Robert's Rebellion would be cool.
Rhaegar is such a fascinating character to me. So because he would have to be like one of the main characters.
Rhaegar's the Mad King, right?
No, Rhaegar's his son.
Or is that
That's Jon's dad?
Rhaegar's. Is that Aegon?
Aegon, yeah.
Aegon's the Mad King?
Mad King, yeah.
Yeah. I always think of Rhaegar's the Mad King.
No, Rhaegar's like the beautiful prince that with Ned's sister. And that whole thing
wasn't a raping.
No, it was love. Yeah. But that whole thing with Ned is still pretty shitty because he could have just told his wife, and Jon's life could have been so different. It's not a Harry Potter thing.
No, you can't, because even if word gets out to her, then they know that there's a Targaryen child in Westeros still.
Who?
That's Jon Snow.
No, I'm saying who else besides his wife would know?
I mean, she could fucking blab.
She wouldn't, though.
She blabbed to her gal pals in a medieval salon.
Nah, it makes no sense. The only reason Jon's life sucked is because Catelyn, like she says, her failure was that she couldn't love a motherless child.
But it's also like, I don't know, would it be weird if she loved a bastard?
He's not a bastard.
I know, but
she would know.
I know, but the outside world can't know that. So to the outside world, he is still a bastard of Ned Stark and some floozy. Yeah. So is she looked down upon or looked as like dirtier if she is taken care of and loving a bastard? Probably.
Not in her position. The only person,
probably.
There's only 2 people more powerful than her in the entirety of Westeros, and that's the king and queen.
Fucking little boy in the veil.
Yeah, sucking on his mom's boob.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's not more powerful than her. That's his aunt.
He wishes it was Mark Hamill's.
Yeah, he does.
He wishes he had those big old blue boobies.
Yeah, he's like, I want to go to that island.
Go to that island. It's my heaven.
Give me that new boob.
I'm going to hang with Mark Hamill. He can be my new dad.
Yeah, teach me how to suck that boob.
Can you be John Aaron?
John Aaron. Oh, boy.
What if they come, because they've never shown John Aaron.
Yeah.
What if they come back and it is Mark Hamill? And that's why the kid loves boobs so much.
Because he saw
It's
Star
Mark
Wars.
Hamill as Luke Skywalker. Going by the alias of John Aaron.
Have you seen that Patton
Into the
Oswalt
King.
rant from Parks and Rec where he does all the nerd stuff? Like he does that filibuster. He goes for like 8 minutes and he makes it all up at once.
I don't think I mean, I've seen all of Parks and Rec. I don't remember the scene.
There's this so there's a scene in Parks and Rec where Patton Oswalt's character is like filibustering them, tearing down some historical monument or something. And like in the show, they don't keep this, but on YouTube you can watch the full like 8 or 10 minute rant where he starts off. He's like, so here's my plot for what should happen in the Marvel universe, and all of a sudden like he brings like Transform it's Star Wars. It's Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
And it hasn't come out yet, and they don't know what the plot is. So he's like, what happens is you see all this stuff, and then boom, a time rift happens, and it's Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. And he like lists, he goes, this is all completely improv, and it's insane. And like great. All the extras get up and leave their seats, and all the actors leave, and he just keeps talking and talking, and finally he's like,
he just keeps doing the rant.
Dude, it's amazing.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah,
Patton Oswalt's a very funny guy.
And he's very like, he's super knowledgeable like about
he's
nerd
very
stuff.
Smart, yeah.
So he could probably do a really good job if anybody could.
Yeah. Somebody who else is also really funny that could like nail really good like comic book comedy is Mike Lawrence. You ever heard of Mike Lawrence?
I don't think so.
He's like a Marvel, like DC. He's like a comic book super fan.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
And he won the first season of Comedy Central's Roast Battle.
Oh, maybe I do then.
I'm very funny.
I feel like I watched that first season.
He looks like a homeless caveman.
Oh, I know the dude you're talking about.
Also like met a hipster.
He's really into
a hipster
comic
dress tone. Yeah, he's super into comics.
I didn't know that.
Every like Marvel or DC movie that comes out, he'll post like a 3 or 4 like paragraph like review of it on his Instagram. Cool. Yeah,
you know,
he's very like he's deep, like he knows like the context of like everything that's happening, and
that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what's funny is that's Samuel L. Jackson is like big into comics, not big, but he still reads them a lot because when Nick Fury for the longest time in the comics was white. Like Nick Fury, and that's why Hasselhoff played him in the 90s. Like Nick Fury was always white in a Nick Fury movie. It was like there's a Nick Fury movie. Yeah, David Hasselhoff played Nick Fury
with the Hoff.
Yeah,
Germany's own the Hoff.
Yeah, he was always white, and then Mark Miller came out with the Ultimates, which is like a new version of the Marvel universe. And in that one, they based the new Nick Fury, who was black, on Samuel L. Jackson. And he said that he was walking through a comic book store in LA, and he was like, "I saw this book called The Ultimates," and I started flipping through it. And he's like, that's my fucking face. He's like, and then he called his agent, and his agent called Marvel, and they're like, yeah, actually, we're planning to do movies. Like, we're hoping that if we do them, they'd be based on this, and he'll be Nick Fury. Yeah, and he'll be in every single one. And he was talking about so he basically got like Inceptioned to be in the Marvel movies. And now he's been in probably 6 or 8 of them. He's in all of them, isn't he? No. He's not? No. He doesn't make like cameos? He makes cameos, or like post credits in any of them. I think he's probably in like 8, dude. 6 or 8. A lot of them. My guess would be that he's in 12. 12? Yeah, out of 22 movies, I think. Yeah, that's my guess. Maybe. Well, it's kind of hard to parse through his filmography because there's so many goddamn movies. Yeah, there's 184 movies. I wouldn't. Projects. He's in a lot though. I know that no matter what, even if he is in 6 or 8. It's here, start counting. Okay. Captain Marvel. 1. Far From Home. Okay. Infinity War. Mm-hmm. Iron Man 1 and 2. Sorry, some of these that are just coming up are fucking hilarious, like Triple X, Captain Return of Xander Cage. Age of Ultron. Okay. That's 4. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., does that count? Yeah. Winter Soldier. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot what Winter Soldier. First Cap. Avengers. Yeah. First Cap. Iron Man 1 and 2. Thor. Iron Man 1 and 2. Yeah. Iron Man 1 and 2. So that's 11. That's 11? I said 12? Yeah. Fuck you. You did. 11. I think it's 22 movies. I think that's what they're at, or 23 maybe. Oh, including like ones that are coming out this year with Captain Marvel and Endgame. 23. And Endgame. Well, because Ant-Man and the Wasp was 22, I think. And Ant-Man and the Wasp was 22. No. I do believe. No, we talked about it on another podcast. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp was 20. Oh, yeah, maybe. And Infinity War, I believe, was 19. Oh, maybe it's 23 with everything coming out.
Yeah, it'd be 23 with Endgame, Captain Marvel, and Far From Home.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I will. Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Let's see.
Oh, are we including? Is that including all the shitty Eric Bana, Ed Norton Hulk movies? Oh yeah, I guess yeah, the Hulk with Ed Norton is considered on there.
Anyways, this is bad content.
It is 20. It is, yeah. It was just straight up silent for a second time, but it is 20. Yeah. It is 23 with all the movies coming out this year.
So Far From Home included.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Far From Home and
I was like, I know I had that number for
Captain Marvel.
Okay, that's what it is. I'm sorry. Okay,
have you seen the number 23?
The Jim Carrey movie? It's really weird.
Yeah,
I saw it a long time ago.
It's like weird and dark.
Yeah, isn't that the movie? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the movie that won the Razzie 2 years in a row or something like that.
Did it for real? I remember being very scary.
It won the Razzie for 1 year at least. I thought it was 2 years in a row.
Good. He's 1408 with Joan Cusack
and Samuel Jackson.
John Cusack
and Samuel Jackson,
not
right?
Joan Cusack. I don't remember if he was in there.
He's in it, or somebody is in it that's famous like that.
1408 was a fucking
that's the hotel room, right?
Scary as fuck movie because it's just.
I didn't think it was that funny or that scary.
It wasn't funny at all.
I didn't think it was.
Yeah, no, it wasn't funny at all. It was very scary.
I didn't think it was that scary. No, I was thinking of. Well,
because remember that's in that movie too. Like part of the haunting is that he just like watches people kill themselves.
Oh yeah,
like ghosts just like kill themselves in a bunch of crazy ways.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that it's like nobody stayed. It's like the thing is that like nobody's lasted a night in the room. They've either checked out or killed themselves.
That movie, like I know I watched that movie. I used to be terrified of like horror films and like scary movies. And I feel like that was one of the ones where I watched it and I just like blacked it out because I was just like, this will
I cannot stand scary movies.
Because you don't like them or they scare you?
They scare the fuck out of me. They're awful. Brandy and I watched The Conjuring on Halloween like 2 years ago.
That's the scariest movie there is.
It's the scariest.
That's the scariest
goddamn movie. I think we got 35 minutes in.
Yeah.
Dude, it was terrifying.
I will say, if you want to go like practical though, The Strangers is probably the scariest movie.
Strangers?
Dude, that movie.
It's not Those Strangers. Come on.
What?
Might be The Strangers.
Wait, did you say it's not the... Oh, you meant it's not the scariest.
No, it's not The Strangers. I think it's just Strangers.
I think it's The Strangers.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's,
with Liv Tyler and...
Scott Speedman?
Scott Speedman.
Isn't it him?
Whoa, that's a human being's name?
Isn't it Scott? No, maybe he's too old.
What the fuck? Scott Speedman.
Look it up.
Strangers is... That was the scariest movie oh, fuck, it is The Strangers.
Is it
Scott Speedman.
Yeah. Fuck. Dude,
wow, Scott Speedman. I would fucking fry an egg on that guy's abs. That guy is
You and I were watching Alex came over and my roommate and I were watching The Crown. Oh no, we weren't. Allie and I were watching The Crown. Sorry, this is my roommate and I were watching The Crown, and she and I both just saw like a very attractive bearded man, and we both were like, "Hello!" Like it was just a visceral reaction. Who are we talking about that was really attractive though?
I was talking about Karamo Brown.
Oh yeah, we said that's because. What were you gonna do to Karamo?
I said. I wouldn't fuck Karamo Brown, but I would definitely eat his butt.
Dude,
Karamo is gorgeous.
He's a beautiful, like chiseled man.
Fuck.
Just like,
yeah. I also I appreciate he is like very well groomed. Like his facial hair is the most on point beard I've ever seen in my entire life.
But
it's not a goddamn hair out of place.
If you had to,
terrific.
If you had to though, marry one of them.
Oh, JVN. Jonathan Van Ness, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Or Tan. I love Tan.
I think I'd marry Anthony.
Anthony's like, he's probably the most like down to earth one.
Yeah, I feel like he and I would just like listen to the Strokes, which he seems like he
loves the Strokes.
And I'm not on his level. I don't wear a Strokes shirt every day, but I do enjoy them quite a bit.
I don't think I could keep up with Jonathan's energy.
No,
it's at a level that, I mean, that has been hitherto undreamt of.
Yes, literally. Well, I think from a distance,
so happy I fit that in.
Hitherto undreamt.
I was like, I haven't what is that in? It's in a movie where they say hitherto undreamt of like 6 times.
What?
Yeah, there's a movie where like they say it, and then somebody goes, "Did you really just say hitherto undreamt of?"
It just feels like an MST3K thing.
Oh, Mr. Science Theater?
Yeah, it feels like something they would do.
I still have never seen that show. I know. I started watching an episode, and then I was like, Jonah Ray, you're not my favorite.
It's not. Now that I think about it, though, it probably isn't your kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a very, like...
Because it's kind of like hacky, wacky jokes.
Yeah, they're hacky, like, on purpose. Like, they're not,
Well, because it's almost like they are... they're not complimenting, but they're... Because complimenting is like the opposite that meets, and it's like perfect.
Yeah.
But they're literally doing like the same thing.
Right.
To like compliment like these like D-list movies.
Yeah.
So they're doing
F-list.
like that level of comedy. Well, because there's also like a fucking talking robot and like all that kind of shit in it too.
There's a really good one where they...
it looks fun.
There's like 4 different characters that happen to be named Steve. And so every time a character comes in...
in the same movie?
Yeah. And so every time a character comes in, they're like, Steve? And then
there's 4 Steves.
There's a really funny scene where 2 doctors are standing in a room and they turn around when somebody enters and they go, Steve and I have something to tell you. There's another one where somebody has a really funny, like, comical action hero name. So then they just keep going through and renaming the characters like Big McLarge Huge.
That's fun.
They do some fun stuff like that. Like,
I just realized that Scott Speedman
is one of those names.
That's a great name. But it reminds me of
Tug Speedman
from Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
But Scott Speedman's not one of those actors, but it feels like they're ripping on
like
him.
It should be, yeah. It feels like he was named for it.
Yeah. Tug Speedman.
I'm going to be so happy when I find out that's a professional name, not his born name.
Scott Speedman? Oh, it's got to be, right?
I think it has to be. But I have seen some blatantly terrible name changes.
Here's my question: unless your name is like, I don't know, like Poopy McAsshole, like, but if your name isn't like, if your name is normal and it's not taken in,
but
SAG,
if your last
why would
name
you
is
change
like
it?
Antony Perovsky, it's like, okay, maybe change Perovsky because not many people are going to remember.
What is his last name? That is
Robert Scott Speedman.
Bobby Scott Speedy.
Oh boy.
Dude,
5'11", tall drink of water. Am I right?
Think about this though. If you
God damn, Scott Speedman's an attractive man too.
If
Jesus
you saw,
Christ.
if you were at
he's British.
Okay, but think about this though. Close your eyes and think about this. You're at a NASCAR race, and somebody introduces you to a man named Bobby Scott Speedman.
Bobby Scott Speedman?
Doesn't that sound like a
Bobby
Talladega
Speedman?
Knots? No,
yeah.
Talladega Nights. Talladega Knots.
Talladega Nuts.
It's a game.
It's a NASCAR race where they also have to prepare a ship to go on.
Yeah, they have to like rig a ship.
To rig a sail.
Yeah, it's like a weird Iron Man thing where they sail, they race,
you drive 500 laps,
then you sail 500 laps, and then you have to fly. Land, sea, and air, man.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the real
Christ.
Talladega.
Land, sea, and air.
That's Talladega.
The Navy SEALs.
Is that what theirs
I think
is?
that's their motto.
Land, sea, and air. That makes sense. Oh, boy.
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
The
I don't
name
know the military.
Bobby Scott Speedman. Not just Bobby Speedman, but Scott is important. That's a two name.
Just Bob Speedman?
Bob Speedman.
Bob Speedman is his dad.
That's his dad.
Bob Speedman's his
Bobby
dad.
Speedman?
And he's Bobby Scott.
He's probably Rob Speedman.
Rob Speedman? Bob and Rob?
Bobber and Robber.
Bobbert and Robert. Bob and Rob Speedman, yeah. They'd be like legends of NASCAR. Like,
Yeah, they would.
rivaling like the Earnhardts.
Well,
I hope one of them dies the same way, though.
I knew you were going to make a joke.
Didn't he die in a car crash?
Dale did.
Yeah.
Not the other Dale. I just
Doesn't
realized.
help at all.
Junior
It's a
did.
junior, a senior.
They just call him Junior.
Dale died. Okay.
Which one?
Yeah.
I love that. Like people that love NASCAR call him Junior, like he's like their friend. You see Junior race?
You mean JR?
You see, Tony Stewart was racing, but Junior won.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson.
Bet you didn't see that win.
Guy's got 2 names for dicks as his name.
Kyle Busch came in 4th.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
Is Kyle Busch not sponsored by Busch Beer? because
he is. It's a massive oversight.
it's a fucking oversight of marketing for.
I know
every beer
there's a
company.
Busch car. I've seen it, but I don't know if it's his.
It's not Kyle Busch's.
That's what I'm
so
guessing.
funny.
It's probably Tony Stewart's. No, he was Home Depot.
He's Bush's
And
baked.
Target,
He's
maybe?
Bush's baked beans.
Is that the one that has the talking gray
or
golden retriever?
no.
Oh no!
Billy Bush's sponsor is just Hedges.
Just Bush.
So
What if he was
fucking
sponsored by Nair?
stupid.
Would that be better?
Sponsored by what?
Nair.
Nair? Because he trims your bush.
Nair. We trim your bush.
$15 Conair hair clippers. We know they're not for your hair.
They're for your bush.
Yeah.
Tell him, Kyle.
They're for your balls.
I'm
And
trying to trim my bush. I do 500 laps around a
I use
racetrack.
Bushmill. What does Bushmill make again?
I don't know.
Bushmill's like camping equipment.
I guess he could just be sponsored by Bush, the family.
Yeah. Sponsored by the Bush family. Mm-hmm. That could be nice.
Hey, do you want to talk about? Are we done talking about Game of Thrones, or do you want to keep talking? I feel like
We are. And I promise that we will get back to Game of Thrones after these commercial messages.
Alex. When I want to buy a mattress, no,
You're going to.
I'm going to talk about Casper mattresses.
You do the reads.
I'll do your bits too.
Yeah, do the reads that we're getting paid thousands of dollars for our 6 subscribers.
Yeah, UP. I'm going to see if I can actually get through one of these ads.
Are you for real?
I'm going to try it.
Or I can just pause it so I don't have to edit all this shit out.
Kidding, yeah. Pause it. Okay, fine. It's not as fun for me.
Daddy needs another cocktail too.
Oh boy,
I'm drinking.
Daddy's starting to drink. We know how that goes.
I'm drinking bottom shelf vodka with like Diet Mountain Dew.
This is like
Like a real piece of
it's
shit.
like under the shelf.
Yeah, it's called like Bentley's.
Yeah,
Which is funny because it's like literally like a Honda Sonata from the 90s.
it's like you like walked up to the shelf and you kicked something accidentally underneath it, and you're like, oh, I wonder what. There's a bottle under here.
Yeah.
This smells like rubbing.
A lot of people
alcohol.
don't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there always is a bottle under there.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Well, no liquor stores are allowed to lift up their shelves.
Yeah.
So anything that falls under there, that's free game.
My roommate did though.
Yeah.
She accidentally did. She found that.
Oh boy.
Actually, I think she said she is somebody else's vodka.
Dude, I literally
She's got good taste.
I literally don't think I've had a worse sip in like 5 years than the first sip of that drink.
No, it was the last one you had, that gin. It was
Oh, the last one was bad too.
gin, lemon juice, and
No, the first
water?
the first drink I had was just gin and water. But the gin you have is like a really like herbal
yeah.
and like floral gin.
Yeah.
And mixed with water, it just tasted like tequila. And I was just drinking straight watered down tequila. It was
What's wrong
terrible.
with that? It's the best.
Quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, and we are back. Sorry for the pee break.
I mean, we could have just kept going.
We could have kept going, but I mean,
Little peek behind the curtain.
had to pee, had to make another one of these awful drinks.
And we kind of just chatted for a while.
You know, we did just chat for like 5-10 minutes outside the podcast. Just catching
Just
up.
fun.
Yeah, just fun stuff.
Two friends chatting.
Just two friends. We also hung out for like an hour before the
yeah,
podcast.
we did. Yeah,
too.
we do that every time. I'm doing air quotes. We watched Deadly Class episode 2.
We had, so I had the idea that every week we were going to cover Deadly Class since it just came
for
out
the new season.
last week.
Yeah.
The timeline of this podcast is all
We were going
fucked.
to talk about the magicians.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that show too.
Sorry, continue.
So we were going to cover Deadly Class, and then we started watching episode 2.
Yeah.
and then we realized that it was 30 minutes in, and neither of us had looked at the screen.
Yeah, dude,
we
we
were
had
just
no clue what was
talking.
happening. And we also realized it was nothing from the comics, so we would have had to watch it to know.
Yeah,
what
it was like
about.
some like bullshit thing that Rick Remender because Rick Remender wrote that episode, and he's like, I'll throw in some extra fluff.
Yeah, it was all it was.
It was kind of dumb. It was like, all right, we're going to put you guys in a room, and here's like poison gas. Figure it out.
It felt very like Supernatural, like the show Supernatural.
It
Where,
felt
like Sam and Dean would get trapped in a room like that.
Yeah, it felt like somebody had a premise like for something else, and they're like, this episode's running about like 10 minutes short. Fucking throw it in there.
Did you see that they're hitting episode 300 next month?
Holy shit!
Of Supernatural.
Supernatural. Goddamn.
John Winchester's back.
How? He died in season 1.
Yeah, he comes back all the
He's
time.
in season 13.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan said that he feels like he has unfinished business with the show.
Oh, that's dumb.
He says, especially between me and Sammy. It's like, his name's Jared. We called him Sammy in real life.
Jared Padalecki. What are you fucking doing?
Don't call him Sammy.
It's not Sammy Winchester.
Yeah, no.
I kind of want to go back and rewatch that show from the beginning because that show I mean, that was some of the funnest like couple seasons.
Dude, that episode, that still might be one of the best episodes of TV ever. The French Mistake, where they get sent into a universe where they are Jared and Jensen.
Oh, yes. That is such a great meta episode, too. There's also the really good episode where they get sent to a like middle school and there is a musical about their lives from the books that are also written about them.
Dude, there's so many good. The books play like, I love that the books become like, there's multiple episodes about the books, like the supernatural books.
That's just like some like guy wrote.
No, that's God.
Well, yeah.
We now know that's God.
Wait, the prophet guy was God?
Chuck is God, yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
I remember why I stopped watching that fucking show.
Yeah, there's some rough stuff.
It gets real wonky.
That's actually
Crowley's one of my favorite characters ever. Crowley's fucking great.
Oh, we're leading ourselves to a perfect segue to the Magicians, too.
Oh, we are.
Because of Sarah Gamble. But
Sarah Gamble,
she was the showrunner for the season 7.
Oh, yes,
the worst season
for the bad season of Supernatural.
Close, like it's by far the worst.
That's all the Leviathan, yeah. That's like that's like literally just like making like the Titans from like Greek mythology. That's just like making them into like gods now.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I was gonna say
because Titans are kind of like that. Titans are like fallen demigods, right?
No, they're fallen full gods.
Fallen full gods.
Cronus.
That's kind of what the Leviathans are, though, right?
One of them is Zeus's dad.
That's kind of like what the Leviathans are.
They're the originals, like original supernatural beings.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And they were like too powerful, and somebody locked them away.
No,
I was gonna. I
well, that's what they did to the Titans too.
Yeah, and Tartarus. Oh. That was where they were locked. The reason I know that is because I thought you were about to be like, oh man, like using the Titans, that'd be so overblown. I was like, well, somebody might be referencing them in a script they're writing called In Tech Absent.
Oh,
it's a
little script that Nicholas is writing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yes, perfect segue or segue.
So Game of Thrones, that was fun. I guess we're done with that.
Yeah. Well, now that we remember that we were going to talk about the Magicians.
What was the other thing we said we were going to talk about though? When we had that little mid-break chat. We said something else.
I never remember what you said.
Oh, pop punk. We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Pop punk, I feel like could be its own hour and a half.
That's
episode.
true.
And when I say could be, I mean could be like a 3-parter.
Yeah, I was going to say we could like just go through the eras.
Yeah. There's so many pop punk songs that are great, and
we also said TKO Comics. We're going to talk about that too.
Fuck bands.
We can talk that at the end. That won't be very long.
Yeah, TKO. Just let the folks know what's going on.
It stands for Total Knockout.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
So season 7 of Supernatural is really shitty, but it's done by Sarah Gamble.
But what she does now is a show called The Magicians, I think it is.
I believe you mispronounced it. I believe it's Magicians.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
The Magicians.
So The Magicians is a sci-fi ridge.
Yeah.
Right?
The Magicians, yes, it's a sci-fi. Well, the show is a sci-fi original. Not
damn. So we're talking back-to-back sci-fis. Deadly Class and
briefly.
Magicians.
Magicians is based on a book series, though. So
Deadly Class is based on a comic book series.
That's what I'm saying. They're both not originals, though.
Yeah. But it's a sci-fi show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are way more versed in the Magicians than I am. I'm
caught up. The new episode came out tonight for season 4.
Oh shit! Season 4 just came out.
Yeah.
I'll have to start recording on YouTube TV.
Yeah,
because I'm getting real into it way too quickly.
Because you're in season 2.
I'm on season 2, episode 5, and I started a week and a half ago.
What just happened?
Oh, fuck you! Alice died.
That was like season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, something like that.
She becomes a Nithin, like her brother before her.
Yes, like Charlie.
Yes. Yeah, Charlie.
Well, she becomes a Nithin, and then Quentin Coldwater, one of the greatest TV names of all time. Quentin Coldwater.
Again, it comes from a book. His name is Quentin Coldwater in the book.
Fucking, I don't give a shit. It's a great name. It's a phenomenal character name.
It's a fun name, yeah.
Quentin Coldwater.
Yeah, it's great.
Rolls off the tongue.
It's very like
4 syllables, but all tight.
It also feels like it should be a terrible name. Like Quentin Coldwater feels
like... It does. Coldwater sounds like a hacky last name for like a
cologne. Coldwater Creek.
Well, Aqua de Joe, Coldwater. Yeah.
It's literally Coldwater Creek is a cologne.
Oh, is it for real?
Yeah.
thought you were just saying that as like that'd be a fun band name. You know how everybody does that joke?
No, I thought you just tucked two of them together. I was like, no.
Oh, I didn't think it was a cologne.
No, it is, yeah. Coldwater Creek.
Yeah, I literally thought like when you're like
maybe it's Coolwater Creek.
Well, when you're like the Dirty Chickens, you're like, oh, it's the name of my band.
I do that a lot.
I know. Well, it's a fun joke.
Yeah.
And you have like two really like weird words together.
Yeah.
But that's what I was thinking. Yeah. You're like, that's a name for a cologne. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But yes, The Magicians is great.
Yes.
It's like, it follows the story pretty much exclusively of Quentin Coldwater. And he's like a depressive.
It splits up more and more as it goes.
Does it?
He becomes like
season 2. It's still pretty heavily
Quentin's story.
Focuses on Quentin. Yeah,
I would say 3
or not
and
focuses
beyond.
on it, but it's like, say you have 45 minutes in an episode, it focuses on him for like 25.
Actually, 2, maybe like midway through 2 into like especially season 3, they're all kind of equal. The main
They're all kind of
are.
developing and kind of like becoming their own like very distinctive characters. And
yeah, especially Margot, because she in the first season she's
kind of like a ditzy
more and
airhead
more. Yeah,
in the first season.
She's kind of like a bitch. Honestly.
Yeah, well, she's like a mean girl.
Yeah,
she's like literally she's Lindsay Lohan in Mean Girls.
Granted,
or not Lindsay Lohan, she's Regina George.
Yeah, but she's so self-aware about it that you kind of love her.
Yeah. She like knows. She's like I'm a bitch,
and she does it obviously as like a self-defense thing. Like it's a defense mechanism. It's not like Regina George where she's just like an actual bitch.
Yeah,
like and she's best friends with another bitch, Elliot, who's like amazing.
Elliot is the greatest.
He's so funny.
Elliot, like me, has a drinking problem.
Yes. And they ripped that bit out of the book, straight out of the book, that first line where he first meets Quentin. He's like, Quentin Coldwater? Like he reads his name and he's like, what?
Yeah. He's a very sassy man. That's great.
Yeah. And now he's king of Fillory.
He's also like gender, like fluid too, and like sexually fluid.
Yes.
Well, a lot of sexual fluids too.
I was going to say, yeah. There was one night where he was trading fluids with multiple sexes.
Oh yeah, there was that one night.
Yeah,
that was a fun scene.
But like overall,
that wake up scene was hilarious.
Where Alice is just there.
Hey, don't spoil the show that came out 2 years ago.
I was gonna say no. It's a very like breath of fresh air TV show. It feels like you're watching like I don't know the best parts of a lot of different things like. I don't know. It's like there's like a lot of good elements from Supernatural. Obviously, Sarah Gamble because she wrote on it a long time and then ran
Supernatural. There's a skosh of Harry Potter.
There's a bit of like Vampire Diaries to it. I
still haven't seen Vampire Diaries.
I really like Vampire Diaries.
I kind of like just from seeing promos. I get it. Yeah. It kind of seems like it.
Yeah. Granted, the best thing about this show, the Vampire Diaries,
100 a little bit too.
I never watched that.
In terms of like, no, you're not missing it.
Okay. Because I really liked Vampire Diaries,
but it's like
actually.
It's very like YA, like sexual tension between all the characters. Like everybody's beautiful.
Well, no,
and there's also like people that are like called upon to do things bigger than themselves.
That too. But actually, what I meant from Vampire Diaries is they take a thing that you know and they make a really cool lore out of it that isn't as new. Because like the Magicians does that with magic.
A common thing that you've seen a million times.
Yeah,
and they twist it in an interesting way.
Because like in the Vampire Diaries, you might think this is cool. Like the way they do vampires there's like an original family of vampires who like everybody can trace their roots back to one of the siblings.
That's Blade, dog.
It's not Blade.
It's Underworld.
I've never seen Underworld.
You've never seen any of the Underworld movies?
No.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, Remind and I were just talking about that a couple days ago.
Yeah, they're a fun time.
Yeah. I've heard they're good.
Kate Beckinsale's in leather all the time.
It's lichens, right? Like
lycanthropes. Rise of the Lycans is one of my favorite ones, and it's like one of the ones that
2 or 3.
I think it might be like 4.
Oh, okay.
No, it's 3 because there's Underworld 1, Underworld 2, and then I think it's Rise of the Lycans.
Then there's another one, right? There's
Underworld 3. Underworld 3 is a prequel.
Okay, so maybe
with
yours is 4.
Different girl. It's with Rona Mitra instead of Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, okay. It's a prequel.
Yes. So it's literally the beginning of Werewolves.
Isn't it Bill Nighy is her dad, or he's the head of the werewolves? Or?
Yeah, he's the head of the vampires.
Vampires.
How dare you?
I dare.
So Underworld, the first 2 is like it's like present day, like grimy city.
Yeah.
And Bill Nye's still alive, or Nighy. How the fuck you say that guy's name? He's still alive, like as like a vampire. And then the third one is like like 2,000 years in the past. Like it's crazy.
Okay.
And it's like the start of the werewolves.
The war and like the war between the two, probably.
Yeah, well, basically, like in that movie, like you learn that like they're bred and like they're like held in captivity, and they have like
they would be.
They have like neck braces on, so like they can't turn like into werewolves, but like they're just doing like labor for vampires.
That's
I'm very out of breath today. My chest is tight. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Every time like I finish a sentence, I'm like,
got through it.
oh boy.
You talk for a while.
Yeah, my chest is like thumping.
That's not good.
Did I get pneumonia from your roommate already?
You wouldn't get pneumonia. It's not contagious.
Fuck. Pneumonia's not contagious?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Oh.
You can get like
damn it.
The stuff to get pneumonia is contagious, like a cold or a flu. But the fluid and stuff that you get in your lungs, you can't like give that to somebody.
When was the last time you had the flu?
I had it right before you and I had class together last
For
semester.
real?
Yeah, I had just had it. In like
Dude, I legitimately haven't had the flu in like 7 years.
See, my problem is I had pneumonia when I was really young for the first time.
Oh,
and so once you do that, you're like predisposed to get it really.
Yeah.
I've had it like 4 times in my life.
Fuck.
And I've had
That's
it like
a lot
bad,
of times
like
for
full
pneumonia.
blown. I've been in the hospital a few different times for it.
God damn.
I had walking pneumonia the first time, but then it was just like way worse after. I've had a few times where it was like I had one time where I
can't leave bed pneumonia?
like in the hospital overnight pneumonia.
Oh shit. Did you have to like drain fluids out of your lungs?
Yeah.
Did you have to like stick a needle in your chest
No.
to do that? No.
I was like,
how do they do it? Just like steroids and antibiotics?
Yeah. Like I've never had I don't know. I've never had a needle in my chest, but yeah,
Head in your arms. Fucking heroin addict.
No, look at me, these track marks.
So we have a tattoo on your right arm?
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of covered up.
Yeah.
Have it with that super cool text and the star.
Yeah, I'm happy with what it says, but that's the only one that I wish I could change.
Stars are like a very like mid 2000s like emo punk because they're usually black and red too.
Yeah,
there's not many black and like skin color ones.
That's mine. Yeah,
but black and red like that. I literally thought about getting one of those like above the elbow.
Yeah,
like above the elbow, like
a nautical star.
Yeah,
I'll probably cover them up though.
You think
with my when I finish my half sleeve? Yeah, I'll keep the lettering, but I'll probably cover the stars.
Yeah,
I'll almost certainly cover the stars. But that's the only one I regret. Because I mean, it's all the rest of them have fared pretty well. A few of them need to be touched up, but
is that a common thing?
What,
tattoo touch-ups?
Yeah. I mean, well, like some of them age pretty well. Like this one is from
still looks dope.
It's 2010.
Yeah, damn,
almost 10 years old now. Damn. Oh man,
I was thinking about that the other day. My tattoos are like 5 months old.
Yeah, well,
still young.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I had the.
I'm probably gonna get like a couple more in like April.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get yet, but I'm really gonna ponder on it.
Yeah, I know.
I need to get something Harry Potter. Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I want to get. I was gonna get that always thing, but I think it's gonna be I don't think since I have fucking tiny ass arms.
Yeah.
My original thought was gonna be like on like the inside of like my bicep, and I don't think it's gonna fit.
No, it could. I think you could do it.
I don't think so. For what I want to do, it's the one like it's Deathly Hallows.
No, it could fit. I just think it's gonna be bigger than you want it to be.
Oh yeah,
is the problem?
Yeah,
like you could get it.
I don't want it crazy big.
Like you could get it the size of like. You would want it like this, like the size of my text on my arm.
Yeah.
Like that size.
Actually, probably the text and the stars. I could probably do.
You could fit that.
But I don't think I don't think my arm is that long. Dude, my arms are shockingly small. All of my outer limbs are tiny as fuck.
Yeah, but I have 7 tattoos on just half of one of my arms.
It is true.
And none of them are small.
You can squeeze those bitches in.
Yeah, and I'm tall, but I don't have big muscles or anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, like you can fit more than you think. I think is the thing. Yeah. Like, but I don't know. I think maybe don't plan on getting them in April though. If like you don't know what you want, don't set an appointment for something you don't. You know what I mean? Well,
I already know I'm gonna get something Harry Potter related. Like that's gonna be my next one. I just have to like figure out exactly what it's gonna be.
I feel like there's
where I'm going to get it.
There's some pretty dope quotes. I have like a list of quotes.
Quotes?
Yeah, from Harry Potter.
Oh, from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That could be cool. What about, we'll take the lot.
That's the one, yeah. Me, a pair of nice woolen socks. So Dumbledore says he sees in the mirror.
What if I have like a full page of script
just on your yeah.
Hagrid breaks down door to lighthouse.
Dude,
you're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what? A wizard.
Can you should get a pig's tail like right above your butt.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I've been trying to think of a screenwriting tattoo to get, but I can't think of like what am I going to get? Like Courier?
Don't get anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to. But
yeah, get the
Courier
word screenwriter written in Courier. Oh my God! So
I almost threw up.
Yeah, I know you did.
Dude, that hurt
at
me.
Warner Brothers, I saw all those hats that you were talking about.
Yeah,
where it says like director, producer, writer.
How'd you feel about that?
Ugh.
I have that.
Well, there's somebody that we went to school with that they wore a hat. Never mind. Hey, let's go on.
They're not going to listen to this, are they?
No, probably not. I'm also not like directly shitting on them, but it's a little silly to wear a hat that says your title on set. People should kind of know.
Who wore that? Do I know this person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You've met them. I'll text you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Because I was going to say, I know of a dude that does. He's still at Webster. And he definitely wears it.
Yeah, this person graduated. Yeah, I'll text you. But it was such an obnoxious thing to do.
Because back in the day, people used to wear that.
Yeah, but
to label themselves.
Could you imagine Steven Spielberg wearing a fucking hat that said director?
Yeah, I can.
What a douche.
I feel like him and Ron Howard both are always wearing like a veterans like USS something.
I've never even like thought about like that masterclass thing, but I saw like a short clip from like Ron Howard's masterclass, and I'm like, I've literally learned more in this 2 minutes than I've learned in like any kind of like directing at Webster.
Yeah. You know,
like, I could have paid like $300.
I know. I honestly probably will take Scorsese's. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look really cool.
So is Aaron Sorkin's.
So is Werner Herzog's. Dude, I love Werner Herzog. He's a great human being.
You should burn these DVDs.
Burn this DVD. Never let anyone see it.
No one should have to see this.
Burn it.
Alex's favorite comedy. Grizzly Man.
Such a funny fucking movie.
It's so weird to me. But yeah.
So funny.
So
sorry, I just burped in the fucking mic like an ass.
Continue.
And I ate Brussels sprouts earlier. Yummy.
Back to the Magicians.
Yes.
Let's finish up on that. It's just
everyone should watch it.
It's different. It's super weird in a good way.
It also delves into that thing that like Harry Potter and like other magic shit never delves into. I've seen it a few things where like you can do magic, but like if you go over your abilities, like it literally will kill you and rip you apart.
Yeah,
and they
turn you into like a monster.
Yeah, they go into that, which is always really nice. And the only other thing that I've seen done it is Aragon.
You liked Aragon, didn't you? The books.
Is it Nicholas Paolini book?
Yeah,
or Christopher Paolini, something like that.
Yeah,
I read all those books. Those are all very good.
They do a good job of showing like one. You're not like smart enough to even like understand magic until you're in grad school. And two, even then, like you've seen the show, like magic is insanely complicated. Like,
yeah,
their version of magic is so hard.
Yeah, it's not like a quick spell. It's like you have to get like ingredients, and it's like you have to kill a virgin,
and like literally, and you have to like there's like insanely complicated hand motions. And like
that's very impressive that all the actors can do that too, because they'll do the same spell and they have to do the same like very intricate like 12-step hand motions.
It's all finger stuff, and they do a lot.
It's all finger stuff. Yeah,
Alex that's his whole life.
Yeah, it's the only way Nick can make himself come.
Yeah, it's true. And that's the only way Alex can make himself come between 4 and 6 is hearing about me make myself come from finger stuff.
While crying.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that person wore the hat.
Of course they or she did.
Of course they did. Oh, how dare you.
So
we don't know that that's her gender.
Feels pretty accurate.
I do.
Yeah, I'm just almost positive.
She mentioned it. Yeah,
she graduated.
Yeah.
Okay.
She still hangs around because
I do know.
Yeah. Herpes.
Because of herpes. Just trying to pass it on. Pass on the gift. What we're going to talk about next? Magicians, and then.
Jesus Christ, we already forgot.
TKO?
God damn it. Well, you were going to mention TKO at the end.
There was something else. We had another thing.
The Magicians.
Pop Punk? That was going to be later.
Pop Punk was another one.
but there was a thing.
What the fuck else? How do we do this every time?
We're really bad at this.
We just forget things.
We've been drinking, but
a little bit.
Not enough.
I mean, I'm halfway through my second cocktail.
Yeah.
And you're what? You're still on the same beer?
No, this is my third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your third tall boy.
Yeah.
Good for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Really crushing it. I can't. That sounded like the inflection of my voice sounded like I was shitting on you, and I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, I know.
It's just the way my fucking voice comes out sometimes. I'm just like,
I just sound like
fucking
a douche.
Good try, you fucking ass. It's like, that's not what I meant. I meant
When you
like,
say it like that.
I literally meant like good, like you're fucking 3 beers. It's pretty good. I meant it honestly.
That's pretty funny.
Dude, I miss beer so much.
Yeah, because you're doing keto right now, right?
Keto. And so, yeah, all my drinks is just like vodka waters, whiskey waters.
It's just no sugar, right?
It's like no sugar, no carbs.
You know what vodka is, right?
Yeah, there's sugar in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know there is. I don't eat any carb. Well, you can eat like so for like the real loose one, it's like under 50 carbs a day.
Yeah.
Which isn't crazy hard to do at all.
No.
Under 20 carbs a day is a little harder, especially with the booze.
Yeah. 'Cause that's probably.
But like other than like booze, I don't really eat any carbs. The only other carbs today I had was we had burgers, no bread. So I had a little bit of ketchup.
It's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
And the ketchup had it was like 4 grams of sugar for like 2 tablespoons.
So do you want to get should we go on another road trip and get some animal style fries?
Oh my God, dude. Those were, so I've never had animal style fries, and I hadn't had it In-N-Out in like 8-9 years.
Yeah.
That is the best goddamn burger and fries I've ever had.
Dude, it's so
holy
good.
Shit.
Yeah.
Animal style fries might be the best fries ever.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't beat them. It's fries with fucking cheese melted on them, like Thousand Island and freshly grilled onions.
Yeah.
And they're real good grilled onions too.
I wouldn't say they're the fries on their own aren't that good. It's probably McDonald's are the best fries.
McDonald's are for sure the best fries on their own.
Yeah.
But as far as also animal style fries are ridiculously expensive.
They are. Yeah,
they're like $4.50.
Yeah, I mean we're also
McDonald's fries like $2 for the biggest one they sell.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's like
super
for a large popcorn box.
Child sized.
Dude, I felt really bad. So Nick and I were supposed to go see Vice. Me, Brandy, and Nick were supposed to go see Vice. Nick didn't come. And so Brandy and I both got our free little popcorns that they give you. And then we also got a large popcorn.
What?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Wait, free popcorn?
Yeah, if you remember Marcus,
yeah,
they give you free popcorn.
Yeah.
So we did that, finished those before the trailers were over, and then I got a large popcorn, and we ate like 9/10 of it.
Dude, I feel like that's my problem is I always get the large popcorn and I eat the top layer with the butter.
Oh, dude, that top layer of popcorn might be the best thing.
I know, dude.
With the butter.
It.
I'm a big fan of the seasoning that a lot of movie theaters have.
Yeah.
But some of them stopped doing it. So you go to the grocery store, you buy some, you bring that shit in yourself.
Do you know what my dad bought? He went online and bought the Flavacol, the actual seasoning they use on movie theater popcorn, when they make it.
Oh, okay.
That seasoning, even before they put butter on it.
Yeah, it's they put the seasoning in with the kernels.
Yeah.
And the pop.
Yeah, he bought the industrial actual stuff.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's so good. And
I like making my own popcorn.
Yeah, on the stove.
Make it at home, yeah.
Yeah, I've had yours is good.
Yeah. You just go, a little bit of olive oil, throw 4 kernels in once they pop, throw in a half cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking pop that shit right up.
Yeah, it's not
Throw
bad.
some salt on that bitch.
Yep. Obviously,
Himalayan sea salt.
And an entire stick of butter. And you're done.
We don't usually put butter in ours.
I don't usually.
You know why?
Not on the stove.
It's too hard to get the right consistency of butter.
Yep.
You get one fucking popcorn kernel that is literally just a fucking hardened thing of butter.
Soaked.
Yeah. I mean, it's tasty.
Yeah. Well, and I've tried the that spray butter, I can't believe it's not butter. I tried that when I was younger. My mom bought that one time. Didn't work.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
That wasn't very good. It was
I put spray cheese.
It was okay.
I put spray cheese on my on my popcorn.
Do you know what I like? I put milk duds on my popcorn sometimes.
That's not a bad idea.
I thought
pretty good. I think I want to put M&Ms in it, but I can't do anything sugary. Just sounds so fucking good right now.
My favorite thing is gummy bears and popcorn at the movie theater.
Gummy bears and popcorn together?
I feel like it's something I tried when I was a little kid, and I'm so there for, like, because of that sweet and salty combo. Like, for me, is like perfect. Yeah. It's like movies. Like I like heavily seasoned popcorn. I think that's what I like. I love it, but I need that sweet to like balance it out.
I mean, my favorite candy is still my favorite candy, and I'll still eat it whenever.
Swedish Fish?
No, Starburst.
Dude, Starburst
are the best. And controversially, I like yellow the best.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, so you said that, and then when I got home, my mom was like, "We still have some candy left from Halloween. It's just Starburst and Fun Dip." And I was like, she's like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't want the Fun Dip. I'll take the Starburst." So I just took the bag.
Yeah.
So if you want some Fun Dip, there's like 50 of them in my thing. I know you can't, but
fuck you.
Do you like Fun Dip?
No, I fucking hate Fun Dip.
Of course.
Fun Dip is literally sugar on a piece of chalk.
On a stick, yeah.
It's gross.
Which you're quote unquote allowed to eat, but why would you?
What do you mean?
The stick.
Oh, I can eat the stick?
You can eat the stick. Yeah, it's
fuck
edible.
yeah. Give me those Fun Dip sticks.
It has a little bit of flavor, but
is it sugar though?
Yeah.
Oh, then I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't, of course. No. What do you think Fun Dip is? It's just sugar in a packet.
Well, I mean, where do you think all my sugar's going? It's all going to booze.
Yeah, of course. No, but so she gave me a bunch of Starbursts, and I mean, there's like 20 of them, but like, and over time, like they were like half yellow. So I was like, I was going to throw them all away. But then I was like, you know what? Okay, Alex made a big deal about yellow Starbursts. I ate them.
I love them so much.
I'll say that I will not throw them away anymore. I'll eat them now.
They're really good.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
red's the best.
I feel like they melt in your mouth more. They provide high level juice content while the flavor is not overly strong like a red. If you eat like 3 reds in a row, I mean, that's
You're
fucking
on a cloud.
That's a sugar high that's going to fuck you up for the day.
Yes.
But if you eat like, you can eat like fucking 12 yellows in a row. You're fine. You're golden.
I feel like I
love Starburst so
I don't
fucking
feel like
much. I have strong opinions about Starburst.
Do you also think that M&Ms taste different, like flavor wise?
No, M&Ms taste
a
the
lot of
same.
people think that they do.
Yeah, people are dumb.
People are like, I love my favorite. You obviously love the blue M&M. That's the one that tastes the best because reds are a little different flavor. I'm like,
I mean, we know from your joke earlier, you only like the white M&Ms.
I like 4 white men.
You like 4 white M&Ms. You hate all the rest of them.
That's the truth.
Yeah, because the white M&Ms are your favorite demographic.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was going to be so funny too.
Oh god damn it! Oh, it just fizzled to nothing.
Well, because I said it too dry. Like I can be too dry. So I was like, that's the perfect demographic. 4 white men.
Yeah, you do kind of have a problem with your delivery sometimes.
Oh, a lot of times.
Yeah,
because I don't put enough.
I hang out with you a lot, and I sometimes like don't get how dry you are. I think you're being serious. My sister did the same thing today too. She said something. I'm like, "Are you fucking with me?" She was like, "Yes." I'm like, "You said that completely straight, like just so deadpan." Just
is it what you told me earlier?
No. No, it's not that. It's not that. Okay. That would be like,
if you.
I mean, just bringing such levity to such a strong topic.
Well, no, I thought if you responded that way. Not if you said it. Not if you're not if
like,
said something.
She brought levity into like the situation.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
But if
I always forget how to use that.
If she said something very serious to you, and you were just like, "Are you fucking with me?"
Oh no. When she came out as gay, I did say that though.
Oh really?
Yeah, I asked if she was fucking with me because she knew I was high as fuck. Like I was obnoxious.
She waited to tell you until you're high as fuck.
Like I was just obnoxiously high, and she just like, came in and was like, "Hey, I'm gay," and I was like, "You fucking with me?" Because I was just really high.
You tell me the truth.
Because that feels like a random thing that like you would tell somebody just to fuck with them. Because like that's one of those ones that like you can sell really well.
Hey, I'm gay.
And you can like convince somebody to actually believe you.
Yeah. You
can't like tell somebody like something ridiculous. Be like, I just bought a dog, and you're like, where's the dog? And you're like, it's not here. And you're like, well, yeah. Like you can't argue that.
What a weird one to go with.
I don't know.
Where's the dog? It's not here.
I couldn't think of it.
It's not.
But you could be like, somebody be like, I'm gay, and you feel like, no, you're not. And you're like, yes, I am. It's like you really don't have an argument there. The dog one, you're not. You have like an argument against me, like, well, just give me proof.
You show me the dog.
You can't be like, go kiss a girl.
Yeah, find the dick. Yeah, you kiss her right now. Yeah. Ma'am, get over here.
It's our 80-year-old neighbor. She's like, hello.
Help me win this bet.
Yeah. Trying to prove a point. I'm being real stubborn and an ass.
I'm trying to poof a point. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to poof a point.
God damn it! It's 1 a.m.
Yeah. How long have we been going?
Hour 20.
No, it's not that long. Damn it.
That's not that long.
Not yet. I know,
but we should probably wrap.
We should.
Wait, here. Do you want to explain TKO Comics to me?
I do.
Because I do kind of want to know about this. Because it's a brand new comic book company that just started up.
They're kind of taking.
And they're doing some crazy shit.
They are, and they're kind of
crazy cool shit too.
Yeah, and they're kind of taking the industry by storm. Because we were gonna do a comic like we usually do for this episode, but the one we were gonna do, we're gonna wait. One of our friends is gonna come on and do it with us.
He's very excited. He wants to do this comic
specifically.
Yeah, and we'll just fucking plug it now.
Yeah,
we're gonna be doing Southern Bastards.
Jason Aaron
with
Jason Latour,
Rylan Jones, who we said was gonna be on episode 2, and he was not.
Yes, I'd say
we just kind of breezed by that one because he was gonna talk about Batman Hush.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I think he was.
He was gonna do Black Hammer.
It was. How about you fucking stop burping right in the mic?
I can't stop it, man. I've drank a lot.
3 beers?
Yeah, but I haven't drank since the road trip until this.
Oh shit. Yeah. I drank last night. And the day before.
So it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been like 6 minutes for me. Pretty much haven't stopped. Actually, I stopped for a couple days. Well, a couple days, like a day and a half. Come on, stop by.
One day.
Yeah.
One day.
It certainly wasn't long.
Okay, so but TKO Comics. So they are a new publisher that are sort of trying a new method for their like releases. So usually what you have, the industry standard is you release single issues of a comic that usually will complete a story arc over, 3, 4, 5, 6 issues to complete a single story arc of an ongoing series. But what they're doing is, and a lot of, let me finish prefacing this. So you'll release that, and a lot of times then you'll end up collecting that into one full trade, usually in a hardcover first, and like then a trade.
6 issues or 5 issues.
And
we should also say that, so you're talking about most companies will do like 1 issue every 2 weeks, 1 issue a month.
Right. Yeah. Usually monthly.
And what we're reviewing, we're not reviewing single issues. We are reviewing these volumes.
Yeah.
So we're reviewing like
5 at a time,
5, 6 comics at a time.
Average.
Yeah.
And so then you'll wait like 6 months after the singles end. So let's say a comic starts. So
it's, a comic starts like from start to first trade is at least a year.
Well, yeah, because you probably have 6 months to do the first 6 issues, we'll say 5 issues, 5 months. And then it can be, it's like 6 or 8 months sometimes. And then you get the first either trade paperback or trade hardcover. And a lot of people like to what they call trade wait, which is they want to read a full story at once. They don't want to wait over 5 months to read a story, which I can't argue with.
I will say I'm kind of leaning towards how Rylan's doing it. And waiting for trades.
Right. Because his whole thing is he gives money to singles for comics that he really values. But that's like, I think it's just one right now, which is Donny Cates' Venom. Because Donny Cates is just a master.
That's the only one he's doing?
I think he said that's the only one he's doing in singles.
In Venom, I just read volume 1. I was like, meh.
You read issue 1.
Issue 1. Yeah. Sorry, not volume 1.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm fucking up my own.
Especially with Donny Cates writing it, you should probably give it another chance. It's really good. Donny Cates.
Probably.
Are
you still reading it?
Yeah, dude, he's doing Guardians #1, I think next week, and I'm literally so excited.
Dude, when are you going to go to Fantasy Shop? Fantasy Shop, South City, or South County?
South County.
South County on Lynn.
What up, DJ? What up, Scott?
What's the girl's name?
We'll edit this out. You have to edit that out.
No. Send it to her.
Send it to her. No, I'm going up there next week.
Okay, yeah. So when are you going to Fantasy Shop in South County? I'm
going to the Fantasy Shop probably next week. Hello, John. Hello, DJ. Hello, Scott.
And who's the other girl?
I don't know. I don't know if she's never
Does she still work there?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe she moved like to Maplewood or something like that.
Honestly, I'm there so like infrequently, and I only ever really see.
I haven't been there in like
John
5 months.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks for me too.
Probably a few weeks. I just said 5 months.
It's been
a few weeks.
I think it's probably been like a month and a half for me.
Damn. Next time you go, can you check on my poll? It's going to be.
You don't get that much. It's really not that big.
I get like 10 comics.
Alex, have you seen what my pull looks like?
Yes.
I don't go.
But I'm going to have a pull that's fucking $300. And I'm going to walk in and I'm going to feel bad that I can't afford a $300 pull.
I don't think it's going to be $300.
I think, dude, it's going to for sure be $300. I've gone after like a month and a half and it's like $150.
Yeah.
Because I'm pulling Incredible Hulk, All Black Hammer,
Immortal Hulk,
All Black Panther. Right. What did I say? Incredible Hulk? Yeah, Immortal Hulk.
Oh, I don't know if you're doing
Panther, Black Hammer, Gideon Falls, Death or Glory, Dead Hand.
Dead Hand's over.
Thor, Batman.
Batman's bi-weekly.
Yeah. Yeah, I get a lot, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, Batman alone.
Last time I was there, they literally... it was like a month and a half and they gave me like 8 fucking Batman comics. And it was all that bullshit lead up to the wedding thing. And I was like, I don't want to read this at all.
Though you can not buy those. They don't care.
Yeah, I know.
But
I did that last time. I was like, I don't want any. Well, because they also gave me all the
extra Venom stuff, extra Deadpool stuff.
I think I got on. Well, I was on Deadpool for a little bit. I took it off my pull because it was terrible.
Yeah, it's not the new stuff's not good.
I think I put Spider-Man on though.
Dude, it's so good
because I want to get on to Spider-Man.
Nick Spencer Spider-Man has been great so far. I fucking love
it. What issue does it start on for his run?
Number 1.
Oh, it's a number 1?
Yeah.
And what issue are they on now?
I haven't been back. I think they would be on probably like 10. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I've up to like 6 or 7.
Okay. I need to go back. So how long is that run supposed to be?
I think he's taken over for a long run.
In perpetuity?
Yeah. I think everybody's now comparing themselves to Jerry Duggan's Deadpool run, the 300 issues he did. Yeah.
Isn't that just like an infamous run of just amazing fucking...
Yeah. Yeah.
So would that be... Like, how many compendiums would that be?
A compendium's usually like 15 or 25, something like that, depending on how
fucking big.
Depending on how big.
That's like 8 compendiums?
It could be, yeah.
Oh my God.
No, 12.
12 compendiums. Jesus Christ.
I don't.
Because I feel like that's probably the best way to consume that.
They'll sometimes do those though, like
I can't read that shit.
Yeah,
when it's like fucking 1,200 page book and it's like it's a giant coffee table. I can't do that. I
bought a version of Invincible that way, and I can't do it. Like it was only like $25 on Amazon Prime for like a really good deal, so I really don't regret buying it. But it's like the first 30 issues. Yeah. But I feel like I'm gonna have to just buy the trades because I haven't read Invincible and I know it's incredible and I have to read it. But like
those big ones are just like you lose a lot of the artwork too because you can't fold your pages over enough, and that really fucking bugs me.
Me too.
Because you especially like sometimes like you'll lose like a corner of a word bubble. Sometimes
a whole word bubble. And those big ones?
Maybe not. Oh, and yeah, some of the big ones.
Especially like towards the end when you like really don't want to like you're trying like
on the ends. Yeah. The middle is usually fine.
Yeah, because you're not stretching. You can part it really nice. Yeah. But so that's So they release single issues. Then sometimes it could be up to like 18 months until you really get a full like trade.
Like has the first trade of like Death or Glory come out?
Oh yeah, it's out.
I meant Gideon Falls.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, Dead Hand's been out for a little bit.
They have the whole trade of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only 6.
I might buy that.
Might be better for you because you only have the first 2, right?
I think so.
Or 3. If you have the first 3, you should buy the next 3. It'd be cheaper. It'd only be $12. I think the trade be 10
because it's an Image comic, right?
I think, and usually the first trades are 10.
First is 10, but it also is a limited series, so it might be like 20.
And it's 6 issues, not 4. Yeah. Images are usually 4.
Might be like 20.
Something like that, or 16. But
let's talk more about prizes.
I was going to say
12 or 16 or 20.
Yeah, John and those guys.
What about 15? Nobody's ever talked about that number before.
Just want to again plug. Go to the Fantasy Shop in South County. They are the best guys.
Multiple locations in St. Louis.
Yeah, they're all great. I've been to the Maplewood one. It's great.
The shit.
Yes,
they're super nice. They're the most knowledgeable people about comic books
that I know of, at the very least.
Well, I also don't talk to that, but my big comic book people that I talk to are you and like Ryland, and you guys both know a fucking insane amount. Yeah, but those guys blow you out of the water.
Yeah, it's not close.
It's not even close.
I wouldn't even try to I wouldn't argue it, let alone if somebody asked, I wouldn't.
It's like the comparison I'll make would be like like they've worked at like an H&R Block for 20 years and you've done your taxes a couple times. It's like that level of difference.
It's more
it's if you've done your taxes a couple times and you also love taxes.
I've done it a few,
but that's like their like job.
I was gonna say, like, I've done it a few times, and man, it really got me.
Yeah.
I can't wait till next year. It's almost April.
Yeah, can't wait to submit my I-9.
My W-2s are in the mail. So they're
so fucking dumb.
Such a weird one. So single issues come out. The trade comes out way later.
What was I gonna search on my phone? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Sorry, single issues come out.
Trades come out way later.
18 months.
That's like the very end of the spectrum. But usually it's within a year. You'll get
end of the spectrum.
18 months is
you're at least
long.
on it.
Huh? I'm there.
Yeah, spectrum.
But so people are kind of on either ends of that.
What? I just whispered autism. And
people are either singles or trades. Most people, I mean, or you'll be like me and kind of have a combo. Alex does a few too, like kind of a middle.
I try to stay on the issues, but like I try to stay on the issues.
Yeah, I'm on the issues.
I mean, for me, I'm still in college. I have other bills. Yeah, it just got because comics are fucking expensive.
They're very
paying
pricey.
$4 or $5 for an issue.
Yeah,
and it's
you're really paying for the art.
Yeah,
you're paying for the art. It's most of what you're paying for.
Yeah, Dead Hand Volume 1 right now is like $12
on Amazon.
Yeah. I'll probably just do that.
Yeah, might as well. So TKO Comics is a new publisher.
We set up TKO like 15 minutes ago.
I know, man.
It's already an hour 30 now. We started talking about TKO like 1:15.
Hour 15. Great.
I think so, yeah. Do we go off the rails?
Yeah.
We have a format, but not that it matters.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Did we ever say that?
I really wish I had a camera because I wanted that to be like a zoom in, like head.
You did it. He did the
head tilt. Like
I literally watched it happen. Like I was like, that's the normal reaction. The way he's saying that.
Yeah,
but
zoom in, head tilt, obnoxious smile.
Not that it matters. Hand on the hip. Oh my. So TKO Comics is a new publisher, and what they're doing is digital comics have become a really big deal. It's become like the most popular way to read.
Can you read digitally? You said you can read on your iPad, right?
I can. Yeah, I need to get a new iPad because the one I have sucks, but I can do it on an iPad because that's about the same size as a comic.
My phone,
I still don't like it, though.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah, I can't.
I need like that tactile feeling of like turning the page too, and like for some reason, like reading like yourself, it just feels like you can read so much slower and like you can appreciate all like there's like almost. Even though there's not, there's like still like a texture to all the artwork and all the.
And it's weird because I can read a book on my iPad or not my phone. It's too small.
A book on the iPad's easy as fuck.
I can like a Kindle or something like that. I can do that, but I can't do a comic at all. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say at all. I can do it. I have a Comixology subscription. I just don't like.
I think I do too, and I have not read a comic on it.
It's $6 a month, which is nothing really, but it's like
I don't think I have because I have it connected to my. Mom's Amazon
it's
Prime.
Through Amazon. Yeah, your mom pays for your Comixology.
No.
Oh,
well, she would have said something like the first week. I don't think I ever did it. I think I did like a trial. I
mean, for what it is, it's an amazing deal.
Yeah,
$6 a month, and they have so much on there.
Yeah, but it's also like they don't have everything.
Well, no, a lot of what it is like first volume. So like you can read the first volume of Saga for free.
That's what I did.
Part of it.
That's
the first volume of East of West.
That's the only. That's the one comic that I read was I read like an issue of Saga Volume 1, and I was like, I can't do this on here.
I get that.
Yeah.
Especially because
I also had it.
Yeah. Well,
I had your copy.
So Saga, that's a good segue to explain why TKO is great. So what people will do is, especially if you're like behind on a comic, like if Alex is getting in sort of after this, there was like a period just before you got into comics of like this heyday of amazing creator-owned stuff. And a lot of it's ending now. But
a lot of it's ending now?
I mean, Black Science is done. Saga's almost done.
Oh.
Deadly Class is
creator-owned properties.
Yeah.
Not like
creator-owned comics.
Yeah.
No, but like these sort of like tent pole level creator comics that people are like,
yeah.
There's a lot of big ones. Killer Be Killed is done. Like a lot of big ones are done. Descender's over.
I fucking love that comic.
Even though Ascender is going to start later this year, but
Descender ended and then Ascender's starting now?
Yeah, it's like a new version of it. Royal City's done.
So one of them, did it kind of go like down, and the other one like kind of is like more upbeat and like up?
I see where you're getting that, but I don't follow actually as much as you would think I should.
So Descender.
Yeah.
I think just from, I don't know, name alone, that it feels like it's like negative and it's going down. Look, and then Ascender like feels like very happy and it's like you're ascending and going up. You know what I mean?
Not everything is the way that you think it is.
That's a fair point.
It's not all a metaphor.
You know what? I'll put the mic down. You win, sir.
Yeah. But if I had to be honest, I actually feel like Descender would be the one that goes down and Ascender would be the one that goes up.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I never thought about that.
Thank you. Okay. So what you would do is, let's say you're behind, like Alex, for example, on Saga would be behind like 50 issues. So what you would do is you could buy a buttload of the trades to catch back up.
Yeah.
You're not going to buy the singles,
which I did think about.
Yeah, I know. I've seen him on eBay before, like looking at different things to like figure out cheap ways to do it. It
would literally be like $70 to catch up on Saga.
Yeah, probably. I would say.
And like that's the price of a video game. Like Black Ops 4 was cheaper than that, and I have played that for like 60 hours, and I've had it for like a fucking 2 weeks.
Granted, you have the luxury of using me like a human library.
That is very true.
I've given you so much 5 volumes of Deadly Class. I have every issue of Saga.
I'm very excited to delve back into Deadly Class.
Yeah.
After that first volume. That first volume was great.
So
I read the volume of another comic that we're going to talk about, and I did not enjoy it.
Oh, but we'll talk about that later.
But it's also like I'm sandwiching it between like some of the greatest comics ever.
Yeah,
like
Deadly these Class. Creator owns like we are maybe in the twilight. Things could turn around, but maybe in the twilight of like the best period of creator owned comics ever, and. Even the one that you didn't like as much, a lot of people consider one of the best ones.
For real?
Yeah. You've only read the first volume. So
I'm assuming it's going to go, wait, I mean, how many volumes are there of that comic that we aren't mentioning yet?
4?
Did we already mention this comic?
No. Well, wait, because Rylan wants to talk about it.
Okay.
So TKO's doing a new thing where every storyline they release all of the single issues and the trade and the digital version all at once. So you have the option every time they release a storyline. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. And they also waited to get their ducks in a row. So they only released 4 books at once, 4 different titles, but they lined up great writers. You know, Garth Ennis is doing a book. Lemire's got a book
real
coming
people
out
in 2019 with the name Garth.
He's pretty old at this point. He's not super old, but I mean, he's up there. A lot of
Garth
people think
such a great name.
A lot of people think his writing is
shit name.
Yeah,
he's
Garth Ennis. Yeah, he's a prolific writer.
Him and old Brooks.
Oh yeah, that guy's letting the thunder roll.
King of social media.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Yeah, somebody told me if you get on Twitter though,
he's a different guy.
No, you get a lot of friends in low places.
Oh God. Okay, so
sorry to everyone with ears.
Yeah, you're welcome for clipping on that one. So what they're doing
I don't think I was.
No, I don't think so. What they're doing is you get them in these like sort of what looks like almost like a little loot crate box. You get the 6 issues if you want it that way, or they'll send you the trade, or you can get it digitally.
Wait, so it's all online too?
If you want it, yeah. If you can get it that way. If you want, you can buy it that way.
Shit. And have you read any of them yet?
No, but all of the first issues are free.
First issues are free
to read digitally, I do believe.
Okay,
but that's a good way to be able to get you into it. Yeah, Lemire's book isn't out yet.
It's kind of taking what Image did and then just kind of like adding on to that, because Image,
$1.
All their first issues are $1. Yeah,
no, they're that way. Much later, like
it's like way after like their runs are done, or they're like 100 issues.
Now, like a year ago, I think it was New Comic Book Day 2017. They started doing those $1 issues where it was like Saga #1, even though they were on 42, and like Paper Girls #1, and they were on like 20. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. You're getting dollar issues for stuff that was already huge. It wasn't like the little ones that nobody's reading.
That's kind of what they have now, though. Like fucking Moonshine and...
Yeah, that's another huge one.
Moonshine's a big one?
Not huge, but I shouldn't say that. But it's one that's been pretty ongoing for a while.
Okay.
Outcast. Like
Moonshine has a similar feel to the other comic that we were talking. I'm going to fucking mention it.
Southern Bastards?
Yes, Southern Bastards.
Keep in mind, Alex does not like it, and he's about to trash one of the best writers in comics.
I'm not going to trash it this episode. I'll save it for when Ryland's here.
For when you can trash it with Ryland.
Oh, yeah.
He likes it.
Yeah, I just really didn't like it.
Yeah. It's Jason Aaron, who's like...
for me.
I mean, he's Jason Aaron.
I like other Jason Aaron stuff, I think.
Avengers, Thor...
is he doing the current Thor run?
Yeah, but he's been doing like all of Thor for a long time.
So did he do Jane Foster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like incredible. His Jane Foster Thor. Like
maybe I don't like Jason Aaron because I don't like that new Thor run either. I stopped after like 4 issues.
Yeah, you know what his problem
new
is?
Thor run also is like, well, the problem I have with that one is because I'm so new to all these universes.
Yeah.
Like I know the MCU. I know the DCEU or whatever the fuck it is.
The worlds of DC. Get it right.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what they call it.
Any name you call it's dumb.
Yeah.
I just saw all the costumes at Warner Bros. It's dumb.
Costumes are pretty great.
In person.
Cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The Aquaman costume was 45 pounds.
Yeah, for Momoa, that was like 0 pounds because he's massive.
Yeah, he's used to just carrying a fucking weight plate on his back.
He doesn't even know.
Well, so I know all that, but I don't know like all like this like deep rooted backstory and like these thousands of issues of stories that all these characters. So like when I read Jason Aaron's Thor, it was just like references to like 100 issues ago. And I'm like, I don't like it means nothing to. There's like a hell dog.
Yeah.
And it's like they're talking about like Loki's past transgressions that I had no idea about. And then they were had like their friends from Sovngarde or Valhalla coming back.
Hell yeah.
And it was like, I don't know you. Why do I care? And it was just like, it wasn't for me.
His thing is he's really committed for like 10 or 15 issues of something.
And he gets out of it.
Sometimes depending on the book, he falls out slower and slower depending on what it is. Like he was the guy that when Disney bought Star Wars, he did the first Star Wars comic for Marvel when they got it back. Okay. And it just,
I forgot Marvel produces all those.
Now they do. Star Wars. It was Dark Horse for a long time.
Yeah.
It actually was Marvel before them in the 70s, but
it was Marvel, then Dark Horse, then back to Marvel.
Yeah.
So Marvel just get that in just from DC or from
when LucasArts sold it. Yeah. So like it's only been a few years ago now, but and it got worse and worse.
They pump out a lot of those fucking things.
Yeah.
They pump out those. It feels like it's the same with like Doctor Who kind of, where it's like, Doctor Who maybe not so much, but those Star Wars comics, it's like every time I go in there, it's like there's like 4 new Star Wars.
There's like
comics.
a Mace Windu comic and a Qui-Gon Jinn comic and the Darth Vader.
There's a Boba and a Jango Fett one.
There are, There's the Darth Vader, all the Darth Vader comics they do are like amazing.
Are they?
Yeah. And there's also a really cool character that they like is like new to the comics that Kieran Gillen, who does The Wicked and the Divine.
Karen Gillan?
Yeah. Kieran Gillen. Kieran Gillen.
Not the actress.
Kieran Gillen.
From Doctor Who and Avengers Infinity War fame.
No. He's an Irish writer and he created Dr. Aphra, who's like a really cool character. She has her own comic now.
Dr. Aphra?
Yeah, she's a cool, like, interesting foil to like Luke.
Nasal decongestant?
She does, yes. Okay. And anyways,
great drug.
So he
Don't
left.
Get addicted to it.
Don't do it. So Jason Aaron left Star Wars after like 45 issues, and the last like 20 had been pretty rough. Same with
you just could not give less of a shit.
No, and that's the thing. Like Southern Bastards, they've released like 5 issues over the last 2 years or something. Like he's not
5 issues in 2 years.
Of this, because this one's like the first volume I think is like 2015 or something. They're only on like 18 issues or something like that.
What?
Yeah, he talks a big game.
They're on 18 issues.
Yeah,
and that one's from 4 years ago.
Yeah, they should be on like 40 something or something, 20 something.
Jesus,
I don't know. And then like,
what is that? Like one every 3? One every
I think there were also a lot of family problems with Jason Latour, who's doing the art. I think his dad died or something like that. Like there's some rough stuff.
Oh,
but there's not enough. No, there's a lot more of it. Is that Jason Aaron just didn't make the time, and he also was writing The Goddamned, which a lot of people like. But
language, Language.
Yeah, sorry. The goddamn. And I think that one's another one where he's done like, I don't know, like 15 issues in like 5 years or something.
Jeez.
I don't know. I'm probably getting that wrong, but
Christ.
that's his thing. But the Jane Foster Thor, I think he had a lot more to go on with that. So that was strong the whole way through.
Kind of like universally like one of the best superhero runs of all time, right?
I would say modern ones, like recent
Modern
ones.
time.
Yeah, like his version of that, Tom King's Vision,
Tom King's Batman.
That one I'm gonna wait until the end,
Okay.
because it's a 100-issue run, and we'll see.
And it's what issue is it in?
Right now, it's at like 64 or 5.
Okay. I hopped in at 50. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I have like 15 Batmans to pick up.
Yeah.
God damn it.
A lot of people right now are saying Bendis' run of Superman, his new run of Superman might be that way, but we'll wait.
Superman can suck my dick.
Yeah, and it's Bendis, so he could easily Bendis it up and fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
He does that.
Yeah.
Those two, his run of Jane Foster Thor, Solomon Ahmed's run of Black Bolt's only like 12 or 13 issues. For me, that's one of the best things that's come out from that stuff in a long time.
Black Bolt is Dark Horse?
Black Bolt's Marvel. He's one of the Inhumans, which was a great show. I don't know why it didn't get picked up to go longer.
Is that the really shitty one that was shot in IMAX?
Yeah. I don't know how they it was just me.
You were like, this is the worst show ever, and you and I sat down to watch that, and I don't think we made it 15 minutes. It was so shitty. It was awful.
So
I don't even remember what was bad about it. I just remember like you and I got
so much of it.
You and I like just got like drunk one night and just laughed our balls off for like 15 minutes and then turned it off.
You didn't get to the best part. The best part is
aren't they on YouTube? Like, can you like stream them on YouTube?
They're on Hulu for sure.
Are they? Okay.
The best part, so there's a character, you saw him, where like his name is Karnak, I think is his name.
Karnak.
Yeah, and he can like see like events as they happen, so he like knows the best way to go with everything. There's a fight scene that you probably saw where he like fights some people in like a pool, like before he goes to Earth, and so like he goes to try and find Black Bolt on Earth, and the first thing that he does, so like he can see like the right thing to do, like no matter what, like, and he can also see weak points, and the first thing he does is he gets to Earth.
He can see weak points. So he's kind of like Sherlock Holmes at a game of shadows.
Yeah, where he's like punching and like hitting a man in the stomach.
Like, punch rib.
Yeah. Crack rib.
Slight cough, possible sickness.
Yeah. And he punches him in the chest. No, but he can like see like the perfect way to do things, and he sees like the weak points of everything.
That's kind of cool. That's a cool power to have. That's kind of like it's like on the level of like a domino power. Yeah. Where you're just like really lucky. It's like you just like kind of like see like the best move.
Yeah. So then what happens
is
that
he gets level of power.
Yeah. So what happens is he gets zapped to Earth. And he goes, I need to find my king. He takes 2 steps and he falls down a hill and gets knocked out.
Oh, God damn it. That's very funny.
I like how you really built that up for me perfectly.
Oh, fucking shit.
He literally goes, my king. And then he just takes 2 steps and like rolls down a hill and gets knocked out. And then he wakes up and like can't use his powers. He meets a waitress in a bar and he goes, here's what would happen. We would fall in love. We would be very happy. But eventually I'd end up killing you. And then she's like, ew, do you want like water or something?
Like, what are you going to kill me for?
It was so funny.
Inhumans is not on Hulu. I am very offended.
It was. That's where we watched. That's where we watched. It was Hulu.
I just sworn it was on YouTube.
Hulu. Well, it might have taken off, but
it's one.
So TKO.
We're now. Yeah.
Give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. Sarah by Garth Ennis is like the first one I'm gonna read. Probably. There's another one called like something about getting gaslight or something. I don't know.
Something about getting gaslight?
I don't know. I need to order them.
You know what? I don't know what the title is. It's not that.
It's something. There's gas.
Something about getting gaslight.
Oh man, I don't know. We're so exhausted.
Yeah, it is almost 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Talk it out.
Yeah. So next episode we're gonna have Ryland, maybe.
Yeah, we should have Ryland on.
And then Dane maybe too at some point.
Next episode, old Danny Stoll.
Dane,
we should have him on.
Would like to be on as well.
Yeah, so next episode should be Ryland. We'll be talking Southern Bastards.
Yes.
Should be a good time.
Yes.
And Until next time.
Yes. And you
We
can
will
find us.
see you later.
What's our YouTube channel?
YouTube, Not That It Matters Podcast.
What's our Instagrams?
Instagram, Not That It Matters Pod.
What's
Email us at notthatitmatterspod@gmail.
Tassa? What's your Instagram?
Oh, my Instagram. Look for Alex Panu at Augie Panu. AUGGIEPANU. Nicholas Lanham. What is your Instagram?
I don't know. You say it. You know it.
What?
I don't remember.
Nick is at the Nick Lanham on Instagram.
That's it, yeah. I knew it was something
Twitter,
really pretentious.
He is also at the Nick Lanham, I believe.
Twitter, yeah.
If you want to email him directly, send him all your dick pics, twat pics, taint pics, whatever you want to do.
Taint specifically.
Yeah. If you just want to send nips, you can do that. He has a special folder for that.
I do.
But that is at the Nick Lanham at Gmail. That is TheNickLanham
That is my
at
real
Gmail.
email.
Give them those fucking dick pics, dog.
And with that, we are done. Finn.
Curtsy.
Oh
A
no.
little ring from me dropping my fucking phone on the glass. Bye.
Bye.